So you transition from playing at Sheridan, now you become a coach. You start off your coaching career with CIA Bounce or CIA or Bounce, one of those three. Mike George brought you into the fold. Talk a little bit about your personal experience as a coach, the adversity and things of that nature.
Yeah. So yeah, Mike George is a college teammate of mine. Became probably my closest college teammate in the year that we were there together. Um, and again, in high school, we were like enemies for whatever reason. Like I never even really talked to the dude. But again, our era was so competitive that, there were guys in Brampton that are like, oh, Mike George better than you and whoop de whoop. So there was that tension, I guess. But once we got to Sheridan, we realized that we had a lot of things in common in terms of what we believed in as humans, more so than anything else. Um, so yeah, when we wrapped up, he started CIA out of West Humber Church or Humberley Church in Rexdale. Had some guys and whatnot. So he asked me to come in and kind of help out with some of those kids and so forth, and I did. And then through competition, he and Tony McIntyre and Derek Boyce as well as a co-founder as well. They teamed up to create CIA Bounce. And then, we had a lot of guys in the fold that were helping out over there. And obviously, Bounce, we did what we did at the time. We had a lot of good players, a lot of good success stories and stuff like that. And guys have kind of transitioned on from there, gone on to do different things. Obviously, Mike George is an NBA agent right now, one of the top agents in the game, putting on for the city, no doubt. Represent obviously, guys like Jamal Murray and Dylan Brooks and guys from, the GTA area and stuff like that. So still one of my closest friends to this day. Still very competitive between he and I. But my time and my experience at Bounce, man, was great. Like so many great experiences, so many great stories. Being on the road with the kids and stuff like that. And, at that time I was still pretty active and could play. So it was nice busting those kids up. Xavier Rath Mays is one of those guys. He was always trying to come at me. So we had a lot of fun while we were on the road. Nas Long, again, was one of those dudes too, real competitive at a young age and stuff like that. So it was, like I said, man, a lot of great memories being with that program for sure.
I know that Tristan Thompson played over there as well. I know that Anthony Bennett played over there too. Andrew Wiggins. Did you ever get a chance to coach those guys, or just the guys you mentioned?
Yeah, really, my first AAU experience, I was on the coaching staff with Mike George, Nikki Davis, Derek Boyce, and that team. There's 13 guys on that team. So we had Anthony Bennett, Sim Bullar, Negus Webster Chan,
Wow.
Andrew Wiggins, Nas Long, Jared Skeet, Martin Dixon Green, Deshaun Pierre, Richie Peterson, Nick Lewis.
Wow.
Who am I missing? Man, that team was so deep, so stacked. Like, being on the road with those guys was fun because they all had great personalities. You had guys who were from Scarborough. You had guys who were from, Brampton, Mississauga and stuff like that. And, that was a dope experience. And obviously to watch, several of those guys, Stefan Jankovic, I forgot about him. But a lot of those guys have had stints with NBA teams, whether it be summer league or preseason or the actual, big show. Some of those guys have actually